Folks, Uncle Kinder here. I just want to say something. Um, Last week, or maybe the week before, Pravda, the Russian propaganda newspaper, had an article that was titled American Capitalism Gone with a Whimper. I'm going to read a bit from this article. It must be said that, like the breaking of a great dam, the American descent into Marxism is happening with breathtaking speed against the backdrop of a passive, hapless sheeple. Excuse me, dear reader, I meant people. True, the situation has been well prepared for on and off for the past century, especially the past 20 years. The initial testing grounds was conducted upon our holy Russia, and a bloody test it was, but we Russians would not just roll over and give up our freedoms and our souls. No matter how much money Wall Street poured into the fists of the Marxists, those lessons were taken and used to properly prepare the American populace for the surrender of those freedoms and their souls to the whims of their elites and betters. First, the population was dumbed down through a politicized and substandard education system. Based on pop culture, rather than the classics, Americans now know more about their favorite TV dramas than the drama in D.C. that directly affects their lives. They care more for their right to choke down a McDonald's burger or a Burger King burger than their constitutional rights. Then they turn around and lecture us about our rights and our democracy. Pride blinds the foolish. Then their faith in God was destroyed until their churches, all tens of thousands of different branches and denominations, were, for the most part, little more than Sunday circuses. And their televangelists and top Protestant mega-preachers were more than happy to sell out their souls and flocks to be on the winning side of one pseudo-Marxist politician or another. Their flocks may complain, but when it is plain that they would be on the winning side, their flocks were ever so quick to reject Christ in hopes of earthly power. Even our holy Orthodox churches here in Russia are scandalously liberalized in America. The final collapse has come with the election of Barack Obama. His speed in the past 3 months has been truly impressive. His spending and money printing has been record-setting, not just in America's short history, but in the world. If this keeps up for more than another year, there's no sign that it will not. America at best will resemble the Weimar Republic, at worst Zimbabwe. And I gotta tell you, folks, they end this by saying, the Russian owners of American companies and industries should look thoughtfully at this and the option of closing their facilities down and fleeing the land of the red as fast as possible. In other words, divest while there's still value left. The proud American will go down into his slavery without a fight, beating his chest and proclaiming to the world how free he really is. And the world will only snicker. When Pravda calls you Marxists, when the commies call you a Marxist, that's like Rosie O'Donnell calling you fat, or Teddy Kennedy saying you're an alcoholic. And unfortunately, I think the Russians are right here when they say that we will go down into slavery without a fight, beating our chest about how free we are. Not me, bucko. Listen up, you jug-eared freak. Not me. You're taking away our freedoms. Next, you're going to go for my freedom of speech with your policy, and from the FCC, the Fairness Doctrine. And you're putting your tentacles into all the big businesses. And you're working on getting our guns, too. I know that's around the backside. Come on with it. Bring it on, jug ears. You ain't tough enough. All I have to say to the rest of you out there that don't agree with this socialist Marxist crap going on, keep your powder dry. We're going to need it. This is Uncle Kinder. Keep the faith.